Welcome back to Henry's Garage. I am back in the south, but I'm not working on this car. We get the clutch, the gearbox and the engine together, finish off tightening the head and stuff like that as well. And then didn't have time to do an intro even before I left. So enjoy the video and do like, subscribe, comment and come back to the next episode of Henry's Garage, which will be on this green car. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, I realised I hadn't torqued the oil sump bolts. So I'm actually going to run around and do that now. But I'm not going to hold you here for all of them. You're just going to have to trust me. Okay, so the flywheel is going to be going back on, hopefully today. And that needs cleaning, so we're going to clean that up next. That's cleaned up nicely. And in the meantime, the package has arrived, which hopefully, here's my head bolt and my washer, so we're going to put those on now. Okay, so this stud here, which I had a whole old nut on, I had trouble getting it off. We ended up having to use some heat on it to get the old one off, and now the new one doesn't go past there. So the threads are gone. Here's an old one. You can see it goes down fine. So I'm going to put the old stud back in, and I might have to replace it. Okay, so I don't know how much I'm going to show of the video, but basically this stud, I'd put an old nut on it. It was there and in the block. And when I came to taking it off, the nut was jammed and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the thread on this is not good. And so you can't get a nut down it very far. Now, I don't know if it was always like that or I damaged it in some way, but I suspect always like it because I only put the thing on the other day and didn't really tighten it. So I've gone through my old ones, and this is the one that screws in the most comfortably. So I'm going to put that in here and screw that down with a bit of copper grease, and then I'm going to progress ahead and start torquing things down in order. Right, so I've got that on now. Now the correct torque order is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So we're going to start at about 20. So 50 foot-pounds or 70 Newton meters. So let's go up to 45 Newton meters. The reason I do Newton meters generally is it's just more convenient to read on here. And now we'll go up to 60. 75. Oh, come on. My phone keeps telling me storage is full. And when I go to delete videos, it's showing videos that I've deleted already. And so I can't get it clear properly. So I'm having problems. Anyway, not your issue. So this is now all been talked down. I did it in stages. So it's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J is the order you go. I did 20, then 40, then 55, then 60, then 70, and finally 75 Newton meters. So I did it really slowly. They're all there now. I'm having all kinds of trouble with my phone, and so I've not been videoing some of this. So I've had this plate off, I've had this out, I've replaced this seal. I hadn't cleaned the gasket in there before, so I cleaned that off. I dropped a blade into the sump, so I'm going to have to take the sump off now in order to get that out. But put it back on, gasket maker, gasket, that's on, this is back on. Okay, so it's now ready for the flywheel, I think. That seems right. So I'm going to get the flywheel down now and attempt to put that on and go from there. Well, that's the first thing that seems to have gone smoothly so far today, but let's not talk too soon. I've torqued it up to 40 Newton meters. I'm now going to have to stop the flywheel for turning and torque it to 61 Newton meters. That wasn't too bad actually. So I used this through here, there, and whilst holding that, pulled them up to 61. So the flywheel is now torqued and in theory should turn with the engine. Should we give it a go? Okay, so I can't actually see what's turning. There we go. Excellent. Now I need to get that crankcase, whatever thing, nut torqued up as well, which I haven't done yet, but good. Flywheel is on. The next job is to get the gearbox out from in there. So I have here all the bits for the clutch, the 3 pieces. Brilliant. What I didn't bring with me, which was kind of stupid, is my alignment thing. Can't believe I didn't. Right, so I want to do a big thank you to Alexander Bell, who, not the telephony guy, but a local garage, who has lent me his clutch and alignment toolkit here. So hopefully this should now be able to go in. So, one clutch plate, gearbox side, so that goes in there. Okay, so I've not used one of these before, but it would appear get one of these on the end, that then fits in like that, and we can then so that's actually, I mean, that's, you got to hold that now to keep it in place, but the fact is that is all of my This will work for any clutch rather than just for the Triumphs. So, which is the splined one that you get. Simple. Just need to torque that up now. But before I do, I'm going to return this and thank him very kindly. Torque for clutch to flywheel is 30 Newton meters. Right, so I didn't bring my press up with me. This is the release bearing that's on the car. You can see there's a tiny bit, but not much wear on there. This is the new one, so you can actually compare, see the two, how little difference there is. I haven't got my press to press this out and the new one on, so we're not going to. We're going to run with this. Well, have I been having trouble? So, my bearing keeps falling out. It's a right pain to get in. And then I can't get the gearbox lined up either with the engine. So, this has a clip on it, which has to go over here. Okay? And the problem is that the bearing keeps coming off its sliders, or its guides. This could be so much easier if these guides were just made longer. If they were long, it wouldn't slip off, and it wouldn't make any difference to its movement. They only have to be longer on one side. Okay. So the way I've done it is you start it on there. Come on. Okay, and then you just need to gently lower the arm so that you can clip it over. Without allowing it to come off the sliders, which I've just achieved. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's how you have to do it, but boy is it a pain. Here are my bell housing to engine bolts, all laid out carefully. That's how we put them away. And I've got one spare one up there, which is also from it. So I just need to work out where they start. And I'm going to guess that this one here, which is just a nut, goes on here. And if that's the case, then everything should be fine. So let's try putting this down. No, you're going to be in the way there. Right, that has taken 4 hours. Maybe more. Oh my gosh. Right, so we're going to bolt it up now. I forgot to mention one of the reasons. So we've put it away now and it's all tied up. I'll put some cover over it. But one of the reasons that we aren't putting it in tonight, apart from my exhaustion, is these bushings are gone. And these bushings are gone. I mean, they were just, and we took it off and decided that it'd be impossible to do from underneath the car. So yeah, so we're in a position now where it's all back together, and the next simple job with the engine and gearbox is to put it in the engine bay.